I am back, 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 back. I just need to get the budget up to get some echo effects in here. What's up, everybody? How are you living? How are you doing? Welcome to episode 34 of Team Heavy Hands, documenting our march, unstoppable march, unfathomable march to the top 100. We never give up. We learn new techniques, but most importantly, we talk, we have fun, we make me laugh. Critical Sandman, what's up in the building? How are you doing, my man? Yo. Yo to you too, sir. He says yo to the world. But before I get things kicked off, we're going to jump right into things. We've already sent the tweet out. I do want to acknowledge that yesterday we had a great stream. Lost a couple of fights, but overall I had a lot of fun, which is most important. That you are having fun, I'm having fun. We had a lot of people join for me. Excuse me, jeez Louise. But the one thing I messed up with in making a clip of our stream yesterday for somebody, I actually ended up deleting everything except for the 19 seconds that is posted. So my apologies on that one. If you're checking for the stream from yesterday, that's what's gone wrong. But before we get started, we have a guest. We normally don't have guests on this. I mean, it's just stream. Critical is here. It's just one person, but I mean, he felt like he wanted to. Critical, by the way, in Camp A70, just took on a new role. I'm sorry for interrupting myself, but this is big news. He's been promoted to recruiter for Camp A70. That's Critical Sandman. A70 Critical Sandman. If you're looking for him on the leaderboards, you can look north of the 50th rank and above. Look north of the 50th rank. Excuse me. You'll find him somewhere there. But like I was saying, we have a guest. He had a few words that's going to kick off our conversation, and then we're going to jump into some fights right away. What do you got to say, buddy?
Here's what I just don't want to see happen. I don't want to see him squat on his spot. This is my issue with the welterweights. A lot of squatting. And by the way, Masvidal's in that boat. Bill Burns is in that boat. There's a lot of people squatting on their spot. I don't want to see Colby, who right now is number one in the rankings for whatever that's worth, squat on his spot. So next, I want to see Chiesa against.
That's how I wanted to start things off. Yesterday we had Derek Lewis. Of course, I deleted it. Today, I wanted to talk about that. I'm blown away that that Colby Covington did not accept this fight. It's an embarrassment. It truly is an embarrassment to to Colby. Oh, you didn't hear his voice? Critical Sandman said his voice isn't clear. Well, that didn't work as well as yesterday because, once again, yesterday it was perfect. It sounded so crisp. From what Critical Sandman said, it didn't work quite as well as yesterday. But the whole point of what I just played was that Colby Covington didn't take this shot against Leon Edwards. Truly a mistake. Truly not the way to make your way back to the title. The next opportunity that Colby Covington's going to have. What's up? Rear Naked in the building. We got Noji, Critical Sandman, and we got a nearly OG, Rear Naked MMA in the building. Thank you for joining us, fellas. I appreciate it. We're going to jump right into the fights. I'm just waxing poetic about Colby Covington and Leon Edwards. It's not a fun situation to see such a talented person like Colby Covington just squander it and wait for a title shot that is not going to happen. Kamaru Usman's out. Kamaru Usman is out for some time. He's going to at least 3-4 months. As far as I heard, he's facing a 6-month suspension. You're gonna wait. Then gonna fight not Colby next, so he's gonna have another fight in which, by the way, Usman will likely come out of that fight injured. The next fight he has. So you're planning on not fighting until 2022, and you think if you remain inactive for over a year that you're going to earn a title shot by just sitting down, that you're going to have build up hype somehow, and because this isn't a meritocracy. This isn't about how many fights you won in a row. It's what did you do for me lately? That's what this business is. And I'm not preaching, but it's just frustrating. There's some great fights that could happen. That moves the line forward. And this isn't the first time that Colby has Colby's kind of done this. He's trying to posture for a rematch. Like, I don't know. I understand his antics. I get it. I understand why he does those things to get attention and everything like that. And I appreciate it. It's entertaining and it does get you engaged. But man, Colby. Rear Naked says Leon is a terrible match for Colby, to be honest. The only fight I see him wanting to do is Jorge. He doesn't want anybody else apart from that. Hold on, let me get back to the video. Make sure I can see everything. I don't know why I do this all the time. Let's go. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put up the bat signal, guys. Thanks for joining, whoever's in here. I appreciate you joining us. We're just having fun. We're just chatting about Colby Covington, the middleweight or welterweight division right now. Colby Covington's huge error in not taking that fight with Leon Edwards. Let's get back to the video. Here we go. We're trying to get into a fight. Taj Tennant, what's up? It's so glad to have you back, my man. I appreciate the fact that, yes, obviously have your notifications on. Thank you very much. Feel free to like. If anybody's in here who hasn't subscribed, feel free to do so. Donato, Coach Donato blows the whistle and walks in the door. What's up, Coach Donato? Okay, so we're going to be doing different weight class. Donato's in the building. That's right. I'm almost thinking of doing a different guy here. I'm just going to try Alex. The boys have reunited. That's right, have united. It's back on. Very happy. I'm telling you guys, this sounds terrible. Not terrible, but it might sound disingenuous. But I definitely was looking forward to doing this all day. I was like, man, I can't wait to stream it. I always get nervous. I'm like, man, it's not because I would do this. I would talk just like this if nobody's in here. But I'm just like, man, I look forward to the interaction, the feedback. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I tell people about it now. It's a lot of fun. Donato says he just got choked out by the AI. There you go. Well, I recently got choked out by Critical, so we've experienced the same thing. There we go. I appreciate Alex's mobility. Ooh, thought I blocked that. Trying to get this fight to the ground. Unsuccessfully. This is a tight fight, so I got kind of quiet, and I shouldn't. We are rocking. Welcome, whoever just joined. Just got kicked off. Andrew, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I have a difficult time with takedowns as well, man. I really do. But the timing, some people just have it. I have to work on that myself. See what I did there is I backed up. I stood over the guy. A lot of people just jump right into that punch. I backed up a little bit, let him think I was going to let him up, and then I attacked. Rear Naked says, join the party, Donato. I'm so poor with the takedown defense and on the ground in general. Yeah, man. It's all a learning game. I think that's what makes this game so fun. That's what makes this game, like, you can lose and get killed like you guys have been watching me, and I'm still going to come back. Because there's just levels to this stuff, man. And when you get to the next level, and there's such small steps that you can take to get to the next level, it's too much fun. Like I said, this is all about patterns. Critical Salmon said, I would love to fight y'all. You should fight. We should organize like a stream fight card or something like that. And when I say we, I should say my wife. Yeah, I want to hear something funny. Critical says, do I want to hear something funny? Yes, of course I do. Critical Sandman says somebody was threatening to take him down yesterday. Yeah. And then Renee said, you can traumatize me with those subs. Donato says he is progressing. Yeah, Critical, that person would be making a mistake. That's hilarious. You should be like, yeah, of course, go ahead. But Donato, so you're starting to get it. You're on that road, man. Like I said, I think I said this to you yesterday, the peaks and valley thing. It's just the hard part is sticking with it when you're in my position right now. It's hard to stick with it sometimes. This is Delta Dirty. Oh! Oh my God, the damage is real. The damage is real, dog. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite game. All these games, like I said yesterday, I've been playing them since I was a kid, and they're just to me, it's just the best. I love MMA, though. I love combat sports in general. So, of course, my favorite video games are also MMA, boxing. Oh, man. Renee says, I always get so frustrated and almost give up when I get to my transitions blocked constantly, especially in certain positions like side control is death if you're on bottom and they've got your number. Yeah, it's awful. Letting yourself, like, it's almost, you have to look, I look at certain positions, which Sandman will get me in them, or a lot of people will get me in these positions, but I look at them as like that's what you want to avoid in the first place. Like that's the key. That the transition before that one is where I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how I think about it. And maybe it's unhealthy because it creates a panic before you're actually in that last stage, that last position you don't want to be in, for example, side control. Thought he was going to go for a... Side saddle is the absolute worst for me. Only right and left and always get blocked. Yeah, if you're talking about the crucifix, yeah, that is an awful place to be. You're in for pain. And really, you have to, like, remain calm in that position and just, like, hopefully they make a mistake. Let it eat an elbow or two and just try to survive. Man. Evolution. Coach, we top 10 yet? Welcome to the stream, my man. No, we're top 5. We made it to the top 5. Just joking. Once again, struggling for my life after my downfall from the top 100. But as you know, Evolution, we know no bounds to give up. This fight's pretty close. This guy's ranked higher than me. He's very good, as everybody is in this division. Woo! So I won the second round. You won the first one. But I get him. Did I see that fight the young Askren clone was in? Yes, I did. I saw, if you're talking about the bathroom fight with this quarterback from OU, or I don't know which college it was, Evolution asked, did I see a fight with a young Ben Askren? Um, I did see it, and it was crazy the way that guy wiped the blood from his. He was already, obviously somebody punched him because he had a bloody nose, so he wiped the blood. For anybody that hasn't seen it, there's a video of a quarterback who's like a star quarterback, well known, and he got into some confrontation with a guy in a bathroom at a bar, and when the video starts, there, and he's much bigger than this kid with curly hair. So when the video starts, the smaller kid has a bloody nose and the quarterback's in his face. Well, the small kid wipes the blood from his nose, wipes it on the quarterback's face, and then proceeds to beat the crap out of him because he's trained in MMA. He's a fighter. So, wrestles the quarterback to the ground and almost blinds. Somehow in that fight, the quarterback almost got blinded. So it was pretty crazy. You never can tell who's capable of what. Who trains where and for how long. Some old man advice, but it's the truth. When you mess around with somebody who looks like a slob, they rip off the shirt and they're a damn monkey. It's over for you. I can't help you. This stream won't be able to help you in that situation. Your skills at UFC 4 will not help you. Reneka says, that's why I never fight anyone unless in practice at the gym. That's right. That's the appropriate place. And it's so funny. I think Joe Rogan really nails it when he talks about fighting in real life. It's like people don't understand the implications of what fighting does. Like, you're going to get hurt. It's rare that it doesn't work like a movie. You're going to get hurt. You're probably going to end up on the ground. And in trouble not with the law. Definitely not worth it. I know, Donato says, I know a few 6-year-olds that wake up. Hold on one second. I want to read that. Evolution says, if somebody puts hands on me, I will 100% put hands on. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to be a pacifist in the face of, somebody attacking you. That's a totally different situation. But at a bar, you get drunk and sometimes you feel a little spicy. It happens to the best of us. None of us are Mother Teresa, but try to. Try to remember. Oh, no. Jeez. Oh, my God. You still have a chance. There we go. No. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was just ridiculous.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I know. I'm starting off every stream with a loss. It's just so frustrating. Jeez. Yeah, if I wouldn't have gotten dropped, yeah. I think it was up to the final round too, rear naked. I think I almost had that. That was really frustrating to experience, but that's okay. We're going to go through that. Yeah, that was a rough one. Rough to feel. But anyways, yeah, so we already said my piece about the and everything. Oh, I forgot to catch up. Well, if someone puts hands on me, I will put hands on those dudes. Yeah, I agree. That's why I never fight anybody. Have you ever fought? Donato says, "Have I ever fought Prioxys or Marshall?" No, I have not. And this is WRDMTL right here. Oh, he backs out. I have never fought. I've never fought Prioxys or anybody like that. It would be. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. Um, but I haven't. I have ran into, and I've ran into a well-known guy, and this is pre this patch, so I don't want to say anything and talk out of school. Donato says, I don't look for trouble, but at 6 feet 215, if you want to go there, I might have to ruin somebody. Well, no, the Evolution said, how'd I win? I beat him. I knocked him out, but he's a really well-known fighter online, and it's pretty crazy. So a lot of these guys I've heard just can't fight. They, probably some of them aren't even in division. Trying to find this comment. If I sound distracted, I'm trying to find what Donato said about a 60-year-old. I know a few 6-year-olds that wake up hoping somebody tries them. Oh, yeah, that's a mistake. That really is a mistaken mentality. It's crazy and it's scary because it happens to a lot of us as men. Is you don't realize that you're old, or you don't respect the fact that somebody that's 23, 24 years old, like, you probably don't want to just mess around with them. Coach with them Derek Lewis hands. That's right. Donato doesn't play. Critical Sandman says, I don't think people who actually know how to fight look for trouble. I don't either. I really don't think so either. But on the other hand, that's true a lot of the time, but there are some people out there that are just aggressive. They can fight and they are aggressive, so you should always take a threat seriously and not be like, oh, this guy's a loudmouth. He probably can't do anything. Don't. Keep your 6 feet. Man, I messed up there. That's all he wanted. Critical Sandman says he never looks for trouble, but he'll finish it. Evolution says, I've been in two fights in the last year as a grown man. Well, Critical, I don't know what to tell you, my man. Hopefully, I wish you the best. Hopefully, you don't have to fight again. Hopefully, you're not fighting for survival and just incidents at the local pub. Oh, it's so frustrating. I don't. Donato says I try to appear deadly. I'm sure you do. Oh. Landed a shot. Rear Naked said, I completely agree, Sandman, as Sandman said that he will finish fights. He says, I completely, most who know how to fight realize half of it's discipline, and they know they could really hurt someone in a fight. Wrestling is the best weapon in a fight, Evolution says. But I'm probably thinking about my cats. Yeah. Yeah, no. Coach Donato says he tries to look tough, but he's probably thinking about his cats. Yeah, that's awesome. But Evolution, yeah, man, I agree with you. I think that's the mistake. A wrestler is a problem. If you're going to have any skill set, it appears that wrestling is the one. That's the one you want. Trying to stay focused. Critical Sandman says he thinks BJJ is better. But, yeah, I guess so. It is for, but I don't know, man. He says, take me down and I'll break your something. Okay. I'm not discounting the fact that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is excellent, a great discipline. But just when it comes to, in a street fight, imagine getting dumped on your head. Yeah, like you have to, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you have the trips. You're learning how to get the fight there. But it just feels like wrestlers are better at getting control of a fight and getting a man in a position where they're in control. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that is you can obviously, be very effective against a wrestler in a fight, but it's going to be hard to get to a position where it's advantageous for you. That wrestler's primarily concerned with his body position. It's like he could predict what I was going to do. It's so frustrating. Critical Salmon says he has 7 years of Taekwondo and 3 years of Muay Thai. Wow, so you're not just looking at stand up. I just started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and it's crazy. Well, yeah, Critical, now you have the whole package, man. You're getting ready to become an MMA fighter, essentially. But don't ever think all that training, don't ever think that Coach Heavy Hands is going to tolerate any back talk. Coach Heavy Hands, all the years you've been practicing, I've been practicing whatever you've done more. I just do it secretly. Okay? Don't ever get on a line with me because, yep, there'll be a choke. And Joe Rogan talks about fight conditioning too. Once adrenaline wears off, how you're screwed. Yeah, you are, man, and that's a real thing. If you get into dude, getting tired after fighting, Coach, about to go to sleep. There's no tired like that. There's not like running laps won't get you that type of tired. It's a tired that you feel in your soul and make you. I mean, yeah, you can train. You can do CrossFit or whatever it is and make yourself throw up. But, man, throw up and all that stuff, it's just terrible how tiring it is. And it's quick. People don't, watch guys, fighters, and be like, oh, man, you're tired. And it's in the second round. This guy's already tired. It's like, my friend, you wouldn't be able to fight another man for 3 minutes without getting tired. At a decent pace. Yeah, Critical Sandman says it's stress, definitely. And so if you're trained, that's another thing. You're less stressed. Donato says he wrestled for 4 years. Oh no, Evolution says he wrestled for 4 years. And trained Muay Thai for 2. First day I was getting teeped. Oh, wow. Evolution, you've been challenged to a spar. A friendly spar, of course. Oh. Evolution says you're 3 days in BJJ. I'm not going to be part of some sort of violent gather. I hope you guys settle this peacefully. I hope you settle this peacefully, boy. JBJ, that's who you are. Andrew, JBJ from Twitter. What's up, my man? Thanks for joining. This is heavyweight John Jones from Twitter, who we just fought in our last MMA gaming. He was cool enough to join the stream. Thanks for joining. My friend, we've just been talking about Colby Covington, street fights. Right now we're talking about how people don't understand how serious fighting people in the street can be. And it's not a joke. It's not the movies. Nobody's gonna, there's no slow claps waiting for you after you get into a fight. This stuff is no joke. And what started this was the video of the quarterback of a quarterback getting beaten up by a much smaller but properly trained fighter in a bar. Basically, don't be messing with people you don't know. If you end up in a fight in real life, I've done something wrong. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And with me personally, that's where I'm at. I'm never going to be in a situation, but I'm approaching 40. I'm not 40 yet, but I'm approaching 40. I have no reason. I remember when I was younger seeing people like 35 and older getting into confrontations and fighting and being like, why are these two older guys fighting? And now that I'm that, I feel that way too. I would feel ridiculous being in public, causing a scene, fighting. It's not a good look when you're a grown up. And sometimes I have to remind myself that I am a grown up, unfortunately. This guy and I are going at it. This is WRDMTL. Anybody that watches this stream regularly is quite familiar with this guy. Andrew says, no rules in the street. Really dangerous when it's not an organized event. Don't know how crazy people can be. Right. You don't know how. There are no rules. You made me stand up. If you guys could have seen me, I just stood up. There are no rules. No referee is going to stand up. And if I'm loud, I'm sorry. But I hate when you hear people talk about, oh, I'll just beat somebody's, you know. Nobody's stepping in. There is no Herb Dean. Dude's crazy, and you're knocked out because the back of your head bounced off the sidewalk after you got pushed. Yeah, it's a wrap, dude. Head stomps, kicks, rear naked. I saw your message, but I was paying attention to the trip. I'll see it in just a second. Yeah, head stomps, trip. I mean, people don't. Once again, even the person that you're fighting doesn't have a lot of people don't have a full appreciation of what fighting or hitting somebody actually is doing. So let's say they've gotten you in an advantageous position, they've dropped you. You know, they've been watching World Star Hip Hop where people are, you know, soccer kicking people, and that's just what you do, not realizing that he's about to kill you. You know, it's so dangerous street fighting people. I'll get off of my soapbox. I'm not your father's. But I really wasn't speaking with anybody like that. It's just, to me, crazy. Go to MMA after a fight. Go, you know, read the messages from people who supposedly train, like you, Critical Sam, man. People who supposedly train talking about, oh, I'll do this and I'll do that. It's like, dude, first of all, you're a martial artist. You're not supposed to be talking like that. I don't know any martial arts where you're supposed to be walking around and talking about beating people up and stuff. I've never heard of that discipline. But you see guys, you know, brandishing their credentials and touting about, you know, how tough they are. It's like, dude, it almost makes you question how authentic they're being because, you know, the real ones don't do that. Justin Gaethje isn't out there talking about what he can do to people. He's out there volunteering and helping people out in his community. Now I can picture Dominic Cruz being a bully out there. I don't know why I can picture him bullying real people. I heard a funny story about Dominic Cruz. Not to mention zero concession. Coach is talking, no. Critical Sandman says I'm talking mess. I'm not. I was joking about Dominic Cruz. It's all jokes. I respect him as a professional, and I definitely wasn't talking mess about anybody. But I'll read your, and I know you're joking, Critical, but I do want to make that clear. Not to mention zero concession stands. That's right. There are no concession stands. There's no beers. God, beer, you know, it just tastes different when you're at a game. Hot dogs taste different. Well, who am I, Larry King? All right. This is a fight, gentlemen and ladies. If anybody's a lady in here, welcome to the stream. Landing shots. WRDMTL has taken a lot of points away from the team. Oh. This is intense. Ah. Oh my goodness. We got him. Yep. That was smart. He didn't want to get put up against that cage. Woo! Woo! Oh, I think we did enough. I think we did enough to get some revenge. This guy smashing us in. Not me. Us. He was smashing us in. I think we did it. I think we pulled off a split.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5
Let me say it's a wrap.
The judges' scorecards for decision.
I'm about to give you.
By split decision, Leon.
Woo! It's a wrap. Yeah. Yeah, trick. You know what it is. Okay, so back to the comments. And you have no idea if they have a weapon or not. Head kick, stomps, people, and not to mention zero concession, and he has been working. He has been working us for 2 weeks. This WRDMTL. Yes, he has. Donato, he's been working us. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it, dude. Andrew, this guy has been. He is the guy we beat to get into the top 100 for the first time. This happened 3 or 4 streams ago, 5 streams ago. I don't know, last week sometime. And we did it. Things still can't be pretty. Ugh, I didn't even want to look because that first loss didn't get us started off very well. But I don't even. All right, Rear Naked, almost 3:30 here, so I'm going to have to catch some Z's. Catch you on tomorrow's stream, guys. Have a great day. See you later, Rear Naked. That's at Rear Naked MMA on Twitter. Have a good night, my friends. Stay safe. Thank you so much for joining. Anybody in here, we have a bunch of people. If you haven't liked, hit subscribe. I am going to deliver a conversation. Evolution says there's no MMA news. What are you talking about? There's almost always MMA news. Or let's just take a look here. Let's take a look and see. You watched that first fight with him. Yeah, with WRDMTL. Yeah, no, man, it was crazy. That fight was just wild. But let me see. If we said, and it was such a big deal, like I'm never going to forget that guy, and he probably has no idea who that I have a stream and that I talk about him. I messaged him actually and said, hey, I think after he beat me on one of our streams yesterday or the day before, I messaged him and said, hey, what's up, man? You did a really good job, blah, 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 respect. So there's some news right here, Evolution. Kevin Lee is targeting a summer return against Kevin Ferguson. That's what he wants. I don't think that's official or signed yet, but according to MMA Junkie, Kevin Lee is looking for a rematch against Tony Ferguson. He says it makes sense from all angles. I'm not quite so sure. I'm not quite so sure that makes sense. When you say he didn't reply back to your message, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Donato when he said I watched the first fight with him? Oh, you said okay. Yeah, no, I don't think Kevin Lee's winning that fight. I'm sorry, Kevin Lee is not beating unless Tony Ferguson has really actually gotten if he's. I mean, I hate to say it because he's my age. I think he's 38 or 37. If he's actually turned 37 and he's kind of flipped the switch, so to speak, then into like that second phase of his career where he's not quite where he is, he's still excellent but not quite where he was. Then yeah, maybe. But actually no. I think Kevin Lee's declined too. I think Kevin Lee's on a decline. I think it's a good fight. I don't think it moves anybody anywhere though. I mean, it's not that, and I'm not being just too critical. I don't think, but it's just like Kevin Lee is where. Evolution said, "Oh, uh, the guy you messaged that beat you in UFC after you told him he was good." Oh, yes, that's right. No, he never responded. WRDMTL never responded. Sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. Evolution. Um, I no, he never responded. It was kind of crazy. But Donato, yeah, no, Derek Lewis. That's the question, right? So right after, and I deleted the stream from yesterday, which we were talking about this, but um, or cut out a great portion of it. But Derek Lewis, it looks like his next fight should be uh, with. I don't want Alistair. I agree. In fact, I was watching DC on Helwani, and DC didn't want the Alistair, and I agree. I don't want to see Alistair. Alistair might lose his life. Uh, Andrew says he's going to hop off. Um, and gonna hop off. Wanted to catch a little of the stream. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. You too, Andrew, man. Stay safe. Thank you so much for joining, my man. And stay safe. Yeah, Alistair looks so bad. His physique. Evolution said Alistair looks bad. His physique looks a lot different. I don't go to say he looks bad in the octagon because he looks he's pretty clever, man. Typically his defense is really tight. He looks pretty good. Yeah, his physique is kind of jarring because it's like, whoa, man. And he just looks so different than he did like even 2 years ago. He just looks completely different. But for Derek Lewis, Donato's asking about, none of us know, but it would make sense for whoever's fighting next week, the Surreal Gone versus Jairzinho Rosenstrike, I think he should have the winner of that because the heavyweight division it's going to take a while. He should have the winner of that fight. Let the heavyweights play out at the championship level with Francis and Stipe, and then the winner of the next fight between Lewis and the winner of Surreal Gone and Jairzinho Rosenstrike might get that title shot. Unless, of course, if you can keep up, unless Francis becomes the champion, then Jairzinho is not going to be anywhere near that belt. Jairzinho cannot fight. We don't want to see that again. Not for a long time. You got to build, when you get knocked out like that, you got to build a story to make it compelling. Oh my goodness. This guy is bringing the heat. Evolution said I would retire if I was him. He has to fight Derek Lewis. It's not worth the money. Yeah, man. That's a tough. Heavyweight just looking different. Heavyweight looked terrible at one point. I mean, maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago, heavyweight was just barren. It was just like, where after Kane, it was like, what's going to happen here? This guy is super on top of everything, of course. It's what we want, but it's just frustrating. I mean, this game is so awesome. It just, sometimes it's so frustrating because it gives you this feeling like you can't do right. Some people just can read your patterns so well. It feels like, man, are they can they just see what I'm doing? Or, I mean, are there movements in this game that I'm not paying attention to that they are? Likelihood, in all likelihood, yeah. Donato says you almost signed up for ESPN Plus just to watch the fights. Yeah, I have ESPN Plus, and I like it. It's pretty cool. It's to me, it's worth it. So as many fights as they put on ESPN Plus, it is definitely worth it. I mean, it's $4 a month. I think we're paying $5 a month maybe for it. And I think you can get ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu for like $17 a month or something. It's really inexpensive for all three of the services. I'm not a salesperson, but I'm just letting you know. Yeah, man. And I don't know. I don't think they have I signed up when they gave you like a free month. I don't think they're doing that anymore. But, yeah, give it a try. And you can cancel anytime. So you can cancel that and just, if you don't like it. But they have 30 for 30 on there. They have, like, boxing events. They just had a pretty awesome boxing event, which I didn't see live, but I did see the knockout afterwards. Changing the pace of this. Donato said, but the main event cards are extra, correct? Yeah, so you have to have, it's crazy. The pay structure of this thing is insane. So yeah, in order to watch the pay-per-view, you have to have ESPN Plus, which costs like $5 a month or something like that. And then yeah, to watch the pay-per-view events, you have to pay $60, 60 or $65. And so, yeah, it's insane that they've done this, but this is how the UFC is always finding a way to make it hard to watch fights or confusing. On like 3 different channels, plus pay-per-view. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Evolution says that's insane. They should just get a $30 a month. Honestly, see, I feel like a lot of us are conditioned to just gotten used to paying for UFC. Like, I can't wait, and it'll probably be years from now, but you see the deal that they recently signed per event. Yeah, per pay-per-view, Donato. $60 per pay-per-view, plus your subscription. It's insane. So we need to get to the point where it's like football, man. It's like, why do you have to pay to watch fights, no matter the level? And it's because, the audience isn't big enough for it. So right now that's the business model. But if things get big enough, one day, you never know, you'll have the old school era where they used to have boxing on Channel 7 and the world would stop to watch like Muhammad Ali fight, I just do not like the... Yeah, Donato, it's a lot of money, and sometimes they have multiple pay-per-views in a month, and sometimes the pay-per-views aren't that great. Evolution says he'd be fine with spending $30 for one pay-per-view fight and the subscription. Yeah, I mean, I would be fine. I almost think you should, with that subscription, they should give you like one free pay-per-view or something. Something should go along with this, or yeah, like it's just a weird business model, man. You said a lot less streamers. Yeah, so to your point, Evolution, so the prices are so high that they're creating a market for streamers, for people to get this stuff illegally, because in case you guys don't know, they don't charge for pay-per-view in other parts of the world. In Europe, you can watch it on, I think it's on Sky Sports or something like that for free. Mexico, it's on for free. I think maybe in Canada they charge, but I'm not sure. I'm not even certain of that. I mean, it's here. So oh, this guy is, darn it, I blocked that. I know it. Thank you for the second chance. Woo! I think after this fight, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Got to get ready for an intense day of work tomorrow. Donato, Evolution, Critical, everybody that's joined. It's been awesome. I'm not wrapping it up right this second. Thank you for joining. Hopefully I can deliver us. Let Salmon on the account. He'll take you to 100 easy. Yeah. No, I one of the things, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that, but he really would. He'd get me to 100. He would get this team to 100 in seconds. Oh, I want to earn the wins, man. Yeah, there's two things. I'm not an angel, but two things I won't do is I'm not going to quit. You're not going to ever see me back out of a game or quit, and I'm not going to cheat. Not at a game. I'm not cheating, period, but I'm not going to be cheating at something I'm trying to get good at. Oh, it's so frustrating. I had this round. Do they have UFC 4 tournaments? Yeah, they have leagues. Evolution asked if they have UFC 4 tournaments. They have leagues. And in fact, yesterday I'm in one of them. Donato says, I watch till you bounce and I go beat up the AI. That's awesome, Donato. That's awesome, coach. Yeah, man, this game is addictive. It's fun. I've been thinking about playing different games on here. I've been thinking about, like, on the weekends, taking a break. I mean, obviously still playing UFC. I would play, but I don't know. I don't know if there's a thing for that, but right now I'm liking the UFC. I think it's working. I like the conversations we're having. Okay, I got to win these last two rounds. If I don't win these last two rounds, there's no way I can get this fight. I think I've won one of the rounds so far. Evolution says, what games was I thinking? I don't know. I haven't played a lot of games. Like I've played like The Last of Us and a couple of other, I don't know, something that would enable us to talk and have a good time and not be too much worry. I'd have to look, my man. But if you have any ideas, anybody has any ideas, I'm definitely open. But I definitely want to focus on getting better at UFC, so it was just a thought. Woo! Right, it's the virtual man cave, man. Oh. Right now I'm just trying to make this guy miss. So frustrating. That was a long time on the back without getting a stand up. Oh. It's looking like Coach is going to let us down. I don't think so. I might, believe it or not, he hasn't landed a lot. He's controlled, but he hasn't done a lot of damage. Oh, my goodness. There he did. Oh, he did. He said we got Evolution, that we got this, just knock him out easy. Yeah, I'll try, that's for sure. Oh. God dang it. Oh, that was frustrating, my friends. That was crazy. Good fight. Well played. This guy, it just hurts my soul losing these darn fights. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I'm getting really frustrated. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to keep marching forward. He said, hey, what? He did what we were supposed to do to him. Yes, he did. Good, very astute observation, my friend. But we're going to march on. We're going to have another episode tomorrow. By the way, I'm numbering these things. Episode 34. We're going to talk again tomorrow. We're going to fight again tomorrow. I'm actually going to end the stream, probably get a couple more fights in and try to carry forward, but I won't bore you on with this. Until next time, guys, tomorrow night, we're going to have a better night. I'm going to focus on getting better. Having a better night tomorrow. We started this off with a vicious beatdown, and we ended with a vicious beatdown. But tomorrow's going to be different. I appreciate you being here with me. Have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. I'm out.